Amused. This item looks awesome. Although I had to do a little customizing to my console, I finally installed it in my vehicle. I have a Mazda 323F. The instructions is very simple to follow, even though I took a few hours to install it. I had decided to make a harness for it in case I have to disconnect in the future. I ran a 6 AUG ground wire from battery to shunt and from shunt to chassis, and used 14 AUG for the other wires, and utilizing the accessory power wire connected to the cigarette lighter. For the shunt, since I couldn't decide where to mount it, I used a 4x2 PVC box and trim it a bit to ensure the shunt stays in a position, and bore holes to feed the wires through. Afterwards, I cut and sanded my ashtray since it was a great size and cause it was removable for the display install. Was thinking if it would have been better connecting to the ignition source for power. If anyone reading this can comment on my choice, I'd love to hear it, thanks. Well, anyways, but for now I'm satisfied. D. Very accurate compared to a multimeter. The screen is easy to see in the day, and the blue backlight makes it nice and low light. Just wish it had an easy to push button to turn the light on instead of the recessed button. Easy to mount. I have a mean wellness 350 12 power supply, and he was unable to determine how much of a load I was giving it, as I added more 12-volt components like motors, fans, and LEDs to my project. With the MICTUNING display, I can add multiple components and measure their actual draw and avoid any nasty overload. It does the trick. The instructions are not really clear that the sequence you use to connect the display is critical. 1. Wire in the shunt. Just the shunt, no wires to the display. 2. Power the project unit on. 3. Power the unit off. 4. Wire in the display. 5. Power the unit on. Click link in description for more reviews.